Yeah.
Could I ask before we go? Like, we don't have to get into it,
Yeah.
but the lasagna.
Oh,
This
yeah.
isn't related to the band.
Let's talk about lasagna.
But I also
Yeah.
feel like maybe someone can hear this and
Yes.
it might be able to help somebody else. Maybe, you know, like I don't want to put too much work on your plate or whatever. But would you be okay to? Talk about that?
Yeah, so I volunteer for a program called Lasagna Love. It is a nonprofit. It was started by a gal, I think, in Hawaii during COVID. She wanted to, give back to the community, but, there's all these restrictions, right? So she was like, what can I do, to help other people? So she started making lasagnas in her own home and delivering it to people in need. People in need for this program is defined as basically anything. There are no financial, requirements. There are no hardship. You don't have to prove a hardship or anything like that. It's just, hey man, I'm really busy. I just don't have time to make dinner, or, I'm taking care of my elderly parent or something, and I just don't have enough time to cook a home-cooked meal. I've delivered to people that have just a lot of different hardships. But basically, the whole crux of it is that I'm able to make a lasagna, a homemade lasagna. That's the requirement. It has to be from scratch. You can't just
Cassie makes a good lasagna.
It's pretty damn good.
My friends at work call it Casania.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Clock that shit.
Yes.
Clock that shit.
Yes. But anyways, the requirement is that you just make it in your own home. You can't just go to Safeway and just buy a frozen lasagna. That's not the point of that's not the point of the program. But you are spreading kindness. You're spreading love to somebody in need. And so basically I get, you sign up as a volunteer, you get a little sign in for a portal. You say how often you want to deliver, whether it's once a month, once a week, whatever. And you can take breaks. There's once you set a schedule, you don't have to, stick to it. You can turn it off, turn it on. And then you get matched. And then I text them. Usually people just text. That's fine. Sometimes I've had to call or email. But then you just basically confirm all their information. I'm cooking for 2 adults and 2 children. There's no dietary restrictions or allergies I need to be worried about. I'm delivering to this address. And then you just coordinate a time, right? And a day. And then I also ask my matches if they want it hot and ready to eat, or just in a pan, and I give them ready to bake. So then, you just deliver it, and then it's just no judgment. It's, it's also no contact. It's supposed to be no contact, for the safety of the person, right? There's been a couple of times where I've gone with, Jason's come with me, and, I'm like, oh, I don't really like this, area, or, oh, it's going to get dark quick or something.
I think that's totally fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't know them, they don't know you.
Exactly. So it's supposed to be, contactless. But anyways. And then,
what's the program called? How do they reach out to you?
Lasagna Love. So that's what I was going to say. So whether you want to be a volunteer and cook for people, or whether you are in a hardship yourself or you want to request one, you just go to Lasagna Love. I think it's probably .org. But anyway, just type in Lasagna Love into Google and it'll come up. And then there's volunteer or request, and then you just fill it out, and then you get matched.